Hello students, so today we are going to discuss about second method for balancing redox reaction, half reaction method. In this method we will divide our reaction in two parts as we discussed in earlier portion of the unit, reduction half reaction and oxidation half reaction. Then separately we will balance both of the half reaction and then at last we will combine them. So suppose here with example balancing of equation is mentioned. Suppose we are to balance the equation showing the oxidation of Fe+2 ion into Fe+3 and the dichromate ion Cr2O72- into acidic medium, wherein Cr2O72- ions are reduced to Cr3+. So both type of half reactions are already mentioned. Fe is oxidized and dichromate ion is being reduced. So no need to worry about which reactant follows which reaction. So let's discuss step by step. So first step will be produce the unbalanced equation from the reaction in ionic form. That means already here we have the mentioned details. So in this given conditions, it is already mentioned Fe+2 is being oxidized into Fe+3. So our first reactant will be Fe+2. Then we have dichromate ion and it will oxidize into Cr3+. So this will be our second reactant. And as a product we have Fe3+ and Cr3+. So it is already mentioned. So directly unbalanced equation will be as follow: Fe+2 plus Cr2O72- both of the reactants produces Fe+3 and Cr+3 both of the products. Then in second step we have to split the reaction into half, reduction half reaction and oxidation half reaction. So oxidation half reaction will be Fe+2 to Fe+3, reduction half reaction will be Cr2O72- into Cr+3. And next step we have to balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. That means atoms or elements which changes oxidation state. We have to balance them first. And later we will balance oxygen and hydrogen as well. So in both of the half reaction we have to balance number of atoms which changes oxidation state. Now if we observe the half reactions, as we can see we have one Fe+2, it changes into one Fe+3. So no need to balance the oxidation half reaction. But in second reaction we have two chromiums on the reactant side and only one chromium on product side. So we have to balance the number of atoms by placing 2 at the product side. So in this case we need to balance only reduction half reaction. Cr2O72- produces 2Cr3+, and Fe or oxidation half reaction do not need balancing, that's why it is not mentioned here. Now we have to balance the hydrogen and oxygen atoms. Now if medium is acidic, then we can use H plus and H2O. If medium is basic, then we have to use H plus as mentioned here, and then later we will add OH minus. And the same point is mentioned at the last, but we will discuss it at that time. So in acidic medium we can use H plus and H2O. In basic medium first we have to use H plus and H2O and later we have to add OH minus. So here acidic medium, specifically it is mentioned medium is acidic. So because of acidic medium we have to add H plus and OH minus as per our requirement. So first, to balance oxygen we have to place or we have to add water molecules, and later to balance hydrogen we can add H plus because medium is acidic. And that's why before we have 7 oxygens. To balance 7 oxygens we can add water molecules on other side. So that's why we add 7 water molecules. So with addition of 7 water molecule we have 14 hydrogen atoms as well. To balance the hydrogen atoms we will add 14 H plus on other hand. In third step our reaction was Cr2O72- produces 2Cr3+. So chromiums are balanced and now we have to balance the oxygen. So as we can see we have 7 oxygen, and to balance 7 oxygens we have to add 7 water molecules. But with the addition of 7 water molecules we have 14 hydrogens on product side, On the other hand, on reactant side we have 0 hydrogens. To balance the hydrogen, because of acidic medium, we will place 14H+. So this reaction is mentioned in step 4. In fifth step, we have to add electrons to balance the charges on both sides. If need be, make the number of electrons equal to the two half reactions by multiplying one or both half reactions by appropriate number. That means if in reduction half reaction and oxidation half reaction number of electrons are not same, then do make them same. How can we make it? Let's discuss both of these things. So first thing first, we have to balance the charge. So in our both half reactions, so these are the two half reactions. First is oxidation, second is reduction. Now oxidation state of chromium in Cr2O7 2- is +6. If you have any doubt, then you can check it yourself. If you do not find the oxidation number, then tell me, I will explain. So right now, let's discuss about the charges for oxidation half reaction. On left hand side, we have Fe+2 quantity 1 which carries +2 charge. So charge on reactant side will be +2. On the other hand, we have +3. So total charge on reactant side it is +2, on product side it is +3. So they are not balanced. Now it is oxidation reaction, that means it loses the electron. If it loses the electron, then we can add electron on product side. And by addition of one electron, we are adding -1 charge. So now total charge on product side is also +2. So charges are balanced. So we have to add one electron on product side in oxidation half reaction. On the other hand, for next reaction, Cr2O7 2- quantity 1, charge -2. Then we have hydrogen, positive ion, total 14, charge +14. So total charge will be +12. And on product side we have 2 Cr+3 which will give us +6 charge, and we have 7 water molecules which carries 0 charge. So total charge it is +6. So now we have to add electrons on reactant side because it is reduction reaction, which means it consumes electron. And to equalize the charge, we have to make +12 into +6. That's why we have to add 6 electrons. So now on the basis of charges, our reactions are neutral. And second technique for doing the same thing, you can check the change in oxidation state. Let's talk about Fe. So Fe changes its oxidation state from +2 to +3. That means loss of one electron. So one electron is being released. So we can place one electron on product side. On the other hand, for reduction half reaction, initially chromium was in +6 oxidation state, and after reaction it changes into +3. And we have two of them, two chromiums on both sides. So 2 Cr+6 are being reduced into 2 Cr+3. So change in oxidation state 3 points. So it means chromium +6 ion accepts 3 electron. Here we have 2, that means 2 chromium +6 ion will accept 6 electrons. That's why we have to add 6 electrodes. And last thing of this step, we have to make equal number of electrons in both of the half reaction. In oxidation half reaction we have only 1 electron, and other hand in reduction half reaction we have 6 electrons. So that's why we have to multiply the oxidation half reaction with 6. So when we multiply it with 6, whole reaction will be 6 Fe2 plus will produce 6 Fe3 plus and releases 6 electrons. So now we have same number of electrons in both of the half reaction. And in sixth step we will combine both of the reactions. So these are our two half reactions, and now add both of them into each other. So let's put all the reactants on left hand side, all the products on right hand side, and common values on both hand will be cancelled out. So we have 6 Fe2 plus our first reactant plus Cr2O7 2 minus second reactant plus 14H plus third reactant plus 6 electrons. It will produce now all the products 6 Fe3 plus plus 6 electrons plus 2 Cr3 plus 7 H2O. Now electrons are common on both hand sides, so just like mathematics, common values on both sides will be cancelled out. So remaining terms or remaining reactants and products are our balanced chemical equation. All the terms are balanced and this is our final equation. And in last 7 step we have to confirm whether a reaction is correct or not. So we can do it by checking the number of atoms and total charge on both hand side. If they are same, then reaction is completely balanced. So let's check the total atoms on both hand side and charges. We have 6 Fe, 6 Fe, 2 chromiums, 2 chromiums, 7 oxygens, 7 oxygens, 14 hydrogen, 14 hydrogen. So all the elements are balanced. Let's check the total charge. We have 6 Fe2 plus, which produces plus 12 charge, minus 2 because Cr2O7 carries minus 2 charge and we have 1 of it. And from the H plus we have 14, that means plus 14. So total charge is equal to 24. So positive 24 from reactant side. Let's check for product side. 6 Fe plus 3, it will produce plus 18 charge, plus 2 Cr plus 3 which produces plus 6, and water molecules are neutral, so all of them will produce 0. So total charge it is 24. So now this reaction is completely balanced. And one more thing to note down, for the reaction in basic medium, first balance the atoms as it is done in acidic medium. Then for each H plus add an equal number of OH minus ions to both sides of the equation. Now keep in mind we will add H plus on one of the, either on the reactant side or in product side, not both side. But if basic medium is there, then if you add 5 H plus, then you have to add 5 OH minus on both side. H plus will be added on at just one side, but OH minus will be added on both hand side. So this is the change if you have basic medium. So next question, problem number 8.10. In this case we have basic medium, so we can understand the last point. So permanganate ion MnO4 minus. Now already oxidation state of Mn is mentioned in the bracket in Roman number, it is +7. In basic solution oxidizes iodine ion I minus to produce molecular iodine, that means I2. The manganese oxide, that means MnO2, and oxidation state again it is mentioned, it is +4. Write a balanced ionic equation to prepare this redox reaction. So this is our first step, skeletal structure of our reaction. Manganese MnO4 minus ion will oxidize I minus into I2 and it turns into MnO2. So oxidation state of Mn, it will be +7 here. For iodine it is obvious -1. For MnO2 it is +4, it is already mentioned and you can verify it yourself. And in I2 oxidation state will be 0. So in second step we can split both of the half reaction. So when we split it, you will get MnO4 minus will turn into MnO2, that means +7 to +4, so it is reduction reaction. And I minus will turn into I2, so it is -1 to 0, so it is oxidation. Now in next step we have to balance the atoms except hydrogen and oxygen. So in oxidation half reaction we have 1 I minus on left hand side, I2 on right hand side. So we have to put 2 on left hand side. So 2 I minus will produce 1 I2. In second side reaction we have 1 Mn on both sides, so no need to balance it. Now in next step we have to balance the hydrogens and oxygens. So as we can see in oxidation reaction we do not have any hydrogen or oxidation, so no need to balance it. On the other hand we have oxygens on second reaction or reduction half reaction. We have 4 oxygens on reactant side, 2 on product side. So medium is basic. So if basic medium is there, then first we have to follow the same technique as we followed in acidic medium, and later we can add OH minus. So first let's follow the same technique as we discussed in acidic medium. So first we will add 2 water molecules on right hand side, because we have 4 oxygen on reactant side, only 2 on product side. So let's add 2 water molecules. Now with the addition of 2 water molecules we have 4 hydrogens. So let's add 4H plus on reactant side. So now atoms are balanced, but medium is basic, and that's why we have to add equal number of OH minus as the H plus. So we added 4H plus, so that means we have to add 4 OH minus. Now if we add 4 OH minus on one of the side, then we have to add on other side as well, because according to basic medium we have to add OH minus on both sides. We added H plus on only one side, but OH minus will be added on both sides. Now equal number of H plus and OH minus will turn into water molecule. That means 4H plus and 4OH minus will turn into 4 water molecule. Okay, so now we have to ignore H plus and OH minus on the reactant side, and we can rewrite it as water molecule. So our proper equation will be MnO4 minus plus 4H2O will produce MnO2 plus 2H2O plus 4OH minus. Now as mentioned earlier in previous discussion, if both ends or both sides contain similar type of atoms, molecules or ions or electrons, then they will be cancelled out. So we have 4 water molecules on reactant side and 2 water molecules on product side. So 2 of them will be cancelled out. So now we have MnO4 plus 2H2O, it produces MnO2 plus 4OH minus. In textbook description it is not specifically mentioned that water molecules will be cancelled out. So this is our last step as we discussed. We have MnO4 plus 4H plus plus 4OH minus. So this both of them will turn into 4H2O. On other side we have 2H2O. So 2H2O from reactant product side and 2H2O from reactant side will be cancelled out. So now we have MnO4 plus 2H2O on reactor side, MnO2 and 4OH minus on product side. And same is mentioned here. MnO4 minus plus 2H2O, it produces MnO2 plus 4OH minus. So these are the final equations after the previous step. Now we have to balance the charge on both sides. Now in oxidation half reaction we have -2 charge on the reactant side and 0 charge on product side. With the addition of electron we can equalize the charges. So simple thing, it is oxidation, that's why we have to add electrons on product side, and on second thought we have -2 charge on reactant side. With the addition of electron we can decrease the charge on product side to equalize. That's why we will add 2 electrons on product side. And as a second technique we can see that we are turning I minus into I2. That means we are reducing the oxidation state from -1 to 0. So it simply represents one iodine releases 1 electron. We have 2 of them, that means it will release 2 electrons. Now for reduction, MnO4 minus carries -1 charge, water carries 0, so total charge -1. On the other side, MnO2, it is neutral, 4OH minus carries -4 charge, so total charge -4. So simply it is a reduction, that's why we can add electrons on reactant side, and to equalize the charge we need 3 electrons. So now with the addition of 3 electrons, total charge on reactant side is -4 as well. Or as a second technique we can use MnO4 minus is changing into MnO2. That means from +7 to +4. So simply it means it will consume 3 electrons. So we can add 3 electrons on reactant side. Now we have to make equal number of electrons on both sides. So in a reduction reaction we have 3 electrons, in oxidation reaction we have 2 electrons. That means we have to multiply the oxidation reaction with 3 and reduction reaction with 2. So that means finally you will get 3 multiplied by 2, that means 6I minus will produce 3I2 plus 6 electrons. And for reduction half reaction, when we multiply it with 2, you will get 2MnO4 minus plus 4H2O plus 6 electrons. It will produce 2MnO2 plus 8OH minus. So these are our complete balanced half reactions. And now as a last step we have to add them together. So let's add both of the half reactions together. So 6I minus plus 2MnO4 minus plus 4H2O plus 6 electrons. So these are the reactants, and on product side 3I2 plus 6 electrons plus 2MnO2 plus 8OH minus. So electron will be cancelled out and remaining values are our final equation. Now let's verify it. We have 6 iodines, 3 into 2, 6 iodines. We have 2Mn, 2Mn. Now oxygen we have 2 into 4, 8 plus 4, total 12 oxygens. So 2 into 2, 4 plus 8, 12 oxygens. We have 2 multiplied by 4, 8 hydrogens, so 8 hydrogens. So all of the elements are balanced. Now let's discuss about charge. So we have 6 iodines which produces minus 6 charge, 2MnO2 minus 2 charge, and neutral water molecule, that means 0, so we have minus 8 charge. Now I2 is neutral, MnO2 is neutral, and we have 8 OH minus on reactant side, that means minus 8 charge. So charges on both sides, they are equal. So this will be our final balanced chemical equation, and it is verified as well.